In a bustling naval base cafeteria, Admiral Jonathan Hale, a decorated veteran with a sharp wit and a penchant for light-hearted banter, spotted a disheveled woman in tattered clothes rummaging through the trash for scraps. With a chuckle, he turned to his officers and quipped, "Look at that, our newest recruit, straight from the streets, probably couldn't hit the broadside of a barn." As laughter echoed around the table, but the woman, overhearing the jest, slowly straightened up, her piercing eyes locking onto the admiral's with an intensity that silenced the room. She was Elena Vasquez, once a legendary Marine sniper known as Ghost Shadow, who had served in the shadows of forgotten wars, amassing over 400 confirmed kills in operations across Iraq, Afghanistan, and classified missions in South America, her body scarred from shrapnel and her mind haunted by the ghosts of fallen comrades. Born in a small Texas town to immigrant parents, Elena enlisted at 18, driven by a fierce patriotism and a natural talent for marksmanship honed on her family's ranch, quickly rising through the ranks in sniper school where she shattered records with her uncanny accuracy and steely composure under fire. Her first deployment saw her perched on a dusty rooftop in Fallujah, eliminating high-value targets with precision that saved countless Allied lives, earning her the Silver Star. But the toll of war mounted as she witnessed atrocities and lost friends, leading to an honorable discharge after a mission gone wrong left her with severe PTSD. Post-service, the VA system failed her, bureaucracy burying her claims for benefits under mountains of paperwork, and without family support, her parents long deceased, she spiraled into homelessness, wandering cities and surviving on odd jobs and charity, her medals pawned for food and her stories untold until that fateful day. As the admiral's face paled, Elena calmly recounted her exploits, pulling out a faded dog tag and a crumpled photo of her unit, detailing how she once took out an enemy commander from 1,200 yards in a sandstorm, or how she held off an ambush single-handedly to extract her team, her voice steady but laced with the pain of abandonment by the very system she defended. The officers, now in stunned silence, listened as she spoke of the invisible wounds of war, the nightmares, the isolation, the struggle to reintegrate into a society that glorified heroes in movies but ignored them on the streets. Admiral Hale, humbled and ashamed, apologized profusely, offering her a seat and a meal, then used his influence to fast-track her benefits and housing, turning the encounter into a catalyst for change as he advocated for better veteran support in speeches and policies. The story spread like wildfire through the base and beyond, inspiring a viral campaign called Hidden Heroes that raised millions for homeless vets, with Elena becoming a spokesperson. Her 400 kills not just a tally of enemies felled but a testament to her unyielding sacrifice. In the end, this twist of fate reminded everyone that appearances deceive, and true valor often hides in the most unexpected places, urging viewers to support organizations like the Wounded Warrior Project or local VA initiatives. Hit that like button if this story moved you, subscribe for more incredible true tales of resilience, and share your thoughts in the comments below on how we can better honor our veterans, because every hero deserves a home, not just a medal. In the aftermath of Elena Vasquez's viral revelation at the naval base, where her 400 confirmed kills transformed her from a forgotten homeless veteran into a national symbol of resilience, the Hidden Heroes campaign exploded across social media and news outlets, drawing endorsements from celebrities, politicians, and even the president, who invited her to the White House for a medal ceremony that honored not just her past exploits but the systemic failures that left warriors like her on the streets. Elena, now housed in a modest apartment courtesy of the Admiral's connections, began touring the country as a keynote speaker, her gravelly voice captivating audiences with tales of sniper perches in the Hindu Kush mountains where she neutralized Taliban leaders from impossible distances, or the covert ops in Colombian jungles dismantling cartels with surgical precision. each story laced with the raw emotion of loss, like the day she lost her spotter to an IED, forcing her to improvise a solo extraction under enemy fire. But fame brought its own battles, as Elena grappled with intrusive paparazzi and skeptics who questioned her claims, prompting her to unearth classified documents and reunite with old squad mates for corroboration, turning doubters into allies. Meanwhile, Admiral Hale, redeemed and reinvigorated, lobbied Congress for sweeping VA reforms, pushing bills that streamlined benefits and funded mental health programs, inspired by Elena's unfiltered accounts of PTSD. Fueled nights sleeping under bridges, haunted by the faces of those she'd taken out. As the campaign raised over $50 million, Elena founded a nonprofit called Shadow Support, training fellow vets in job skills and therapy through marksmanship retreats that channeled their lethal expertise into healing, like teaching urban youth archery to build focus and discipline. One poignant moment came during a TED Talk where she demonstrated her legendary aim with a laser pointer, recounting a mission in Syria where she held off ISIS fighters for hours to protect a refugee convoy, her 401st kill saving a young girl's life who later tracked Elena down to thank her personally. Yet, shadows lingered as Elena faced a health scare from old wounds, undergoing surgery that tested her indomitable spirit, emerging stronger to advocate for female veterans, sharing stories of sexism in the ranks and the double burden of combat and motherhood for those like her who had lost custody battles post-deployment. The movement sparked global echoes, with similar initiatives in the UK and Australia, and Elena's memoir, Ghost in the Crosshairs, topped bestseller lists. Its proceeds funding scholarships for vets' kids. Through it all, she remained humble, often visiting homeless shelters incognito to offer quiet aid, reminding everyone that heroes aren't born in spotlights but forged in the quiet desperation of survival. As the story unfolds further, viewers are left pondering their own roles in society, how one joke can ignite change, and how honoring service means action, not just applause. So smash that subscribe button for part 3 of this epic saga, drop a comment on your veteran support ideas, and remember, every confirmed kill Elena tallied was for freedom, but her greatest victory is reclaiming her life from the abyss, proving that true strength lies in vulnerability and second chances. Years after the Hidden Heroes campaign catapulted Elena Vasquez into the spotlight, transforming her from a spectral figure of the streets to a beacon of veteran advocacy, she faced her most formidable adversary, yet not an enemy combatant in a distant war zone, but a shadowy network of corrupt officials within the VA system who embezzled funds meant for homeless vets, siphoning millions into personal accounts while warriors like her languished in poverty. Elena, now in her late 40s with silver streaks in her hair from the stress of endless battles both abroad and at home, uncovered the scandal during a routine audit for her nonprofit Shadow Support, where a whistleblower, a former VA clerk haunted by guilt, slipped her encrypted files detailing falsified claims and kickbacks, igniting a firestorm that Elena pursued with the same relentless precision she once reserved for her sniper scope. Drawing on her network of ex-military contacts, she assembled a team of investigative journalists and lawyers, delving into the underbelly of bureaucratic corruption, tracing the money trail from Washington, D.C. offices to offshore accounts in the Cayman Islands, all while dodging threats from those exposed, including anonymous calls warning her to stand down or face elimination. Flashbacks to her sniper days fueled her resolve, like the classified op in Yemen where she eliminated a terrorist financier from 1,500 yards amid a raging dust storm, her 423rd kill disrupting a funding pipeline for global attacks, paralleling her current fight against financial predators preying on the vulnerable. As the scandal broke on national news, Elena testified before Congress, her testimony a masterclass in controlled fury, recounting how the stolen funds could have housed thousands of vets, sharing heart-wrenching stories from her retreats like a Vietnam-era soldier who lost his home to foreclosure while waiting for benefits, or a young Afghanistan vet battling addiction after denied therapy. Admiral Hale, now retired but still influential, stood by her side, using his clout to rally bipartisan support for an independent oversight board, leading to arrests and reforms that recovered over $100 million, which Elena funneled back into expanded programs like mobile clinics for rural vets and AI-driven apps matching skills to jobs. Yet, personal trials persisted as Elena reconnected with a long-lost daughter from a pre-deployment relationship, navigating the emotional minefield of forgiveness and rebuilding, teaching her child marksmanship not for war but for empowerment, culminating in a family reunion that went viral, humanizing her legend. Her memoir sequel, Shadows Exposed, detailed the corruption fight, becoming a documentary series on Netflix that won Emmys, with proceeds building ghost villages, affordable housing communities for vets complete with therapy centers and shooting ranges for cathartic release. Globally, Elena's influence spread as she advised UN initiatives on veteran reintegration in post-conflict zones, drawing parallels to her own journey from 400+ kill